Hi, we're Casey and Paige. I'm a creative, eco-conscious adventurer who loves arts and crafts and exploring nature.
And I'm a tech entrepreneur that's addicted to building adventure rigs and traveling in them.
We've been making YouTube videos since 2020, but if you're watching this, you found the very first video on our vlog channel, Casey and Paige. On this channel, we'll be documenting our lives on the road and at our fixer-upper dream house in the Ozarks.
This year, we've been working on a completely custom camper van that we built totally DIY in our workshop and driveway. And we're going to be spending this summer exploring the mountains and the deserts of Colorado as a family of 3.
There's plenty of adventure on the way, and right now we're packing the van for a full summer on the road. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a second of the action. You've got a little room. We're in the process of packing that right now is just little piles all over the place. And the pile I'm tackling right now is our hammocks. We have 3, 1 for each of us. And I just washed them all yesterday. Now they're nice and dry and I'm getting them packed back up. This one was kind of left in the trees for a little while too long and it's got a tear. We'll get that packed up. You fit in there? I couldn't find the strap bag. So this is actually straps for all 3 hammocks. And then we got 2 more hammocks here that are washed and reassembled. Let's get this strap sewn back on the bag. This bag. This hammock's like 10 years old and has lost its like packability, I feel like. Yeah. Not no prob, but prob. Okay. One side. And another side. We kind of always travel with these, but this trip we are thinking about spending a night camping in them. Henry, he's 8, loves camping, and he requested a night under the stars, and we thought that the hammocks would probably be the best way to make that happen. Now I've got all 3. This big, huge box is ta-da, meant to go on the roof of the van. I am bringing a sewing machine with me. Obviously I like to sew. Hi, I'm Paige and I like to sew. So at home I have like a whole situation with my cover stitch, sewing machine and serger and like the whole deal. But for my birthday, which was like last month, Casey got me my own mini sewing machine because I've always wanted to sew on the road and it's always been just like a little bit impossible to bring a full-size sewing machine. So he did a bunch of research and found this little tiny thing and I'm so excited. I've tested it a bit and it works really well, and I even bought a tiny iron. It's like a little travel iron that goes with it. I was supposed to reupholster our couch cushions, which are also our bed mattress situation, but I didn't order fabric in time. And so what I'm doing instead is trying to like clean up the ones I had. They just were like a little bit floppy. It's just a lot of like weird little projects like this at this stage in the we might leave in 2 days.
Dad's done with the van.
Like done?
Done. He just finished his laptop on cubby.
Oh my gosh, well let's go see what's up with that. Let me show you this hat. To finish a thought, I made this and I'm gonna make more, and it's floppy and cute, and I'm so excited. I'm really jealous that I did my mom's first because I really want one. Okay, let's go see what's up with the van.
It's done.
I declared it done.
Henry came in and he said, "Mom!" And I was like, "What?" "It's done."
It's really shoddy. And there's some shit on the ground. Clean up.
Oh!
It's my laptop cubby. I didn't have a big enough piece of scrap to do it as one piece like I should have. But instead, I just did that.
Wonderful.
It'll work, right? I'm not doing anything else.
Packing.
Packing.
Yeah, we're packing.
We're going now.
See how this Velcro turned out. I got it tight on one side and it's loose on the other. Okay, let's see how that did. So, 1, 2, 3. A lot better. And this, I don't know if we showed you. I got some Velcro attached under here so that this cushion that used to slide off stays in place. Oh, it's humid. Everything feels damp. It's going to be good to get to arid Colorado. So yeah, that's the couch situation. The trucks live on for another summer.
You guys, new channel vibes. I'm gonna grill something tonight. I got a new grill. I don't know if you guys know about the like ceramic Kamado style grills, like the big green egg and stuff like that. They're very expensive, like thousands of dollars. And I've always wanted one because I like to grill. But you also know how much I love a DIY project. So I found an old, this is a Vision brand one, on Facebook Marketplace a couple weeks ago. I loaded it up in the van. We had to take it all apart. It was very sketchy. And it had a big crack on the front that I repaired with JB Weld epoxy putty. Came out okay. I should have painted it, but I didn't. I replaced all the gaskets, cleaned up the grates, resealed everything, and it works awesome. I got it for 200 bucks, not 2,000 bucks. We're gonna grill some steaks. Tomorrow I've got to take the van to do a transmission flush. It's like the one piece of maintenance we haven't done on it yet that I think it needs. Because it's got some miles on it and we don't want any transmission problems. So I'll take you guys with me for that. Might work from the van while they do it. I'm sure Paige has been telling you. It's just hard to prepare to get on the road for such a long amount of time. We've been doing this for a while though. This is like our 10th major long-term trip. So it's not our first rodeo. But still, it's a lot of work. I'm out of charcoal. Hopefully there's a lot of new people watching. And hello if you're new. This isn't a grilling channel, but I guess it kind of is. Really just depends on what we're doing. Today this is what we're doing. This is the lazy way that I light my grill. Alright, we're gonna let that get ripping real hot.
I've been struggling to wrap my head around tomorrow's the day before we leave. You know?
I think it is.
I mean, it doesn't have
Yeah.
to be. I guess that's part of the problem. It's like we're really flexible.
Yeah.
But like, if it's gonna be, there's kind of a point where we have to decide, like,
What time we're leaving and where the f we're going?
well, yeah, like it's happening. We gotta shut things down here.
Yeah, we gotta make a plan. What's up, Henry? I'm gonna grill these big steaks. You like big steaks?
I'm making corn pancakes
Corn pancakes.
to go with our steaks.
Well, you can have a piece is the answer.
It's like
Give it a shot. What do you
refrigerated.
think?
Not bad.
Not bad, guys. Not bad. Oh, yeah. All right. Run this wide open for a minute. just gonna flip these like every 90 seconds. Oh, heck yeah. That's how those look. Is that van food?
Yeah. If we're leaving in 2 days, anything that's like open just has to come with us
Pretty much.
or be thrown out or whatever.
How's your pancake?
I think they're good. I've never made this particular recipe of them, but they're corn. That'd be fun.
Dig it. Protein powder, oat milk, leftover cereal. Guys, look at these steaks. I love this grill so much. Is that the best looking steak that we've ever had at home?
That's beautiful, yeah. At a special occasion, doesn't it?
Well, it's our second to the last night at home bake is the occasion. Henry, what are you most excited about for Colorado?
I think the Cliff Dwellings.
The Cliff Dwellings? Mesa Verde?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
What about riding a mountain coaster?
I don't even know what a mountain coaster is.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do at least 2 mountain coasters, right?
Well, at least one. Yeah, maybe 2.
What's a mountain coaster?
All right. We are off to get the transmission flushed in the van. We pulled the history report and it hasn't been done in a while, and I didn't get it done at my last oil change, but I know that I want to do it before this trip. I have noticed that it's not really slipping gears, but if I have, this van lets you turn off the overdrive gear. If overdrive is on, it's been a little sluggish to shift out of overdrive when you go to accelerate. Kind of just feels like it won't shift a little bit. And it's also been doing this thing where when overdrive is turned on and you're at a complete stop and you're holding the brake, you can hear the transmission kind of bog down a little bit. Like it's almost wanting to engage a little bit. And so I've just been turning the overdrive off around town and it's totally fine. Anyway, could just be that the transmission's got some wear and tear on it. It's an older rig. It's driving fine and shifting fine for the most part. Yeah, so we're gonna do a transmission flush. That'll be good for it. It's a cheap thing, it's like $100, and see if it behaves a little better after we do that. So for those of you who may be new here, backstory on this van, we bought it 18 months ago, just about. Did a full build out in it that is partially still what's back there. And then did a long trip down the California coast last summer in it, traveled a bunch this fall and winter to different local festivals and stuff. And then I tore most of the layout out and rebuilt it this spring. And so it's a way more optimized layout. Our last trip was a lot of miles. I think we did about 7,000 miles in 5 weeks. Do the math on that, it's like 1,200 miles a week. Pretty much a full-time job driving this thing every day, because we had to get all the way out to the California coast and just cover a lot of ground. For this trip, we're gonna do a lot less miles, so we're just doing state of Colorado. We've got a rough loop plan from Estes Park all the way looping around to like Dinosaur Monument, down to Mesa Verde, and then back up through like Aspen and Independence Pass in Leadville. Still kind of a debate on which end of that loop that we start on, so we got to decide that in the next day or two. But yeah, it's going to be a lot less miles. We're going to drive real hard for 2 days and get out there, and then like as I've been looking at places, we'll probably stop. There's never more than like an hour driving between stops. We're going to spend 2 days at every spot minimum, 2-night minimum every spot we stay, unless it's just a total dump. Which is very different from our trip last summer. I mean, we rarely stayed more than 1 night, 1 spot, which meant every day was a drive day. We just couldn't make the miles and not do that, which was really hard because I work full time while we're traveling. I'll take a little bit of vacation here and there to like do some sightseeing in a national park, but it's part of how we're able to go for these long-term trips is I take my job with me. Yeah, so that's the plan for this trip. Colorado. We're gonna see mountains, we're gonna see lakes, we're gonna see the desert, we're gonna be up high, down low, snow and sand, cold and hot, we're gonna see it all. And this van's gonna take us there. And the new layout is so dialed, you guys, it's gonna be amazing. Just such a completely different world, ergonomically and functionally, and we have so much power and so much solar, and it's gonna be awesome.
I'm doing this epic job of cleaning the fridge out right now by making pasta salad, and it's just going so well that I had to show you. So come see the remnants of things in my pasta salad. Let me catch you up. There are 3 cherry tomatoes because that's all we had left. There's like the remnants of 2 little chunks of corn on the cob. We just cook along the way. But I do like to try to get our home fridge kind of cleaned out just because the van fridge is obviously smaller and anything that's left in it like needs to come with us. I don't like to have leftovers that need to be like microwaved to enjoy. So I try to avoid cooking things like that. Got a whole block of feta here. Okay, we still will have some celery to figure out. We'll make ants on a log. That this pasta salad cleaned out the fridge really well. And I don't know what other people's fridges look like, but this is pretty dang cleaned out for us. Usually it's quite full. Okay? This would fascinate me. Ah! This is the kind of content I dream of. I love seeing people's fridges. I feel like it's a glimpse into your soul. But maybe you're like not interested, in which case perhaps this isn't the channel for you. Okay.
Hey, what's up, man? I was in here for an oil change about a month ago, and we talked about doing a transmission flush.
Okay.
You guys be able to do that for me?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Just got a few in here right now, but we can get you work through.
Okay, cool.
Quick as we can.
A dumb question. Is it cool if I just hang out here in the van while you guys get ready for it?
Yeah, until we're ready.
Until you're ready to pull it in, and then I'll get out. Cool.
Yeah, we can do that.
All right, man. Yeah. Alright guys, they pulled me into the bay. I had to say something to the driver when he got in because I was afraid he's going to see me in the rearview mirror and freak out. He just hopped in and started driving. I was like, hey man, I don't want to freak you out, but I'm back here. Anyway, we're in.
Also, yes, I am still in my pajamas because I got up first thing this morning and went straight to my sewing room to work on my dad's hat. I told you about this hat project. I made my mom one. I would also had one planned for my dad, and I just wanted to make sure that it was done and he could grab it today while they're in town. I've had really bad luck trying to ship things, so these 2 are done and I'm really excited. And the other nice thing was that Casey got to try on this like brim size and see if he liked it. So now I'm all set to make 3 for our family while we're on the road.
All right guys, transmission's all flushed and good to go. We're gonna drive it around town a little bit, leave the overdrive on and see if it makes a difference in the shifting and behavior and all that stuff. I can tell you right now, it feels better at a stop. It's not like trying to engage the transmission. I did feel like I had to give it more gas to get it rolling though. Anyway, I feel good about this. This was the last piece of maintenance that I really wanted done. We got all new brakes all the way around. Day before yesterday, transmission flush. We got an alignment this spring. New tires on our last trip. I mean, it is just dialed in. It drives so good, straight as an arrow. And I'm always like apprehensive before a trip about mechanical stuff, whether it was our Jeep or the RV or this thing. And like, this is just the most confident that I've ever been before a big adventure. Like, my stress level is so low. I sat in the back of the van and did work. Like, I know that like I've got a comfortable place to work. I mean, this is just, we made it work fine last summer, but this is just going to be incredible. I am stoked. You guys are going to want to stay tuned for this. We'll be making some videos about the van on the main channel while we're out there too. We'll be vlogging on this channel. On the main channel, we'll be releasing a full van tour. Once we get up in the mountains, we'll set it all up, take you through everything, show you how we packed it, where we store stuff, all the systems. We've got a video coming out about our toilet setup that we have set up for the van. So a lot of cool stuff coming on the main channel. But if you want to just like see what we're up to in the day-to-day and just like the, you know, I don't know, there's always some amount of travel drama. It'll be weather or stress or bookings or something. That'll be on this one. I hope a bunch of you have come over from the main channel. I hope a bunch of you are new. That would be really cool. I think we're gonna find a slightly different audience with this channel. There are people on the old channel, on the main channel, that like really like to watch us hang out and do stuff and vlog. And then some people just want to watch the builds. They want to watch me build and Paige help build, and you know, they want to watch the projects, but they don't really care to see like what we're up to if I'm not working on the van. Anyway, welcome aboard. Let's take this thing home. There's actually one more errand for us to run. We're headed up the road to pick up what may be a good bike rack for Henry's bike on the back of the van.
We're on 2 errands right now.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna look for a, did you tell them about the amplifier
No, I never
problem?
got around to it.
Henry got a Loog 3-string guitar for his birthday. Part of what we're thinking about that is it's small and compact and easier to take on the road than, say, a drum set or something like that. And we've just struck out twice on mini amps that we bought on eBay and tried to fix up, and I got ghosted on Facebook Marketplace, and like, we never buy stuff retail. We're kind of used people. We're all used up.
There are just some things, like for instance a mini guitar amp, that I feel like everyone has floating around in their attic or dusty closet or something. That's the kind of thing you should be able to find used. You know? Like, why do we have to keep making
There's a
them?
bunch of them on the market. It's just like, there was one guy that I was like, hey, I'd like to come pick this up tomorrow with cash, and he was like, whatevs.
That
And I was like,
yeah.
cool, when can I come by? And he was like, I don't know.
Yeah, it was like not
Like,
a real person.
Yeah, and
I
that
mean, I think
person,
it was a real person, but like,
yeah.
it's at the point now where it's like, we just have to buy it.
At this point, we're just going to Guitar Center, so that's also on our errand for today. What do you think, dude?
I said, dude.
Is that pretty cool? It's good that you're dressed so formally for this occasion. Success.
It looks amazing.
Was there a mini frisbee included in the deal?
There was actually, in fact,
Really?
because you drive such a hard bargain.
All right.
Let's go. Let's go get an amp.
Next errand.
What's up, folks? We spent our last day packing, not picking up the camera, but as you can see, this rig is loaded and we're headed down the road.
Thanks to those of you who have made the jump over here to our new channel from our other channel. And hello to all of you new folks. Make sure you're subscribed. This is going to be an epic adventure, and you're definitely going to want to see what's ahead.
It's looking a little lived in there, but it packs down nice. You were saying all for one.